Hey everybody, this is Zero from Zero Gunpowder Reviews. In this episode, we're going to cover, I think, my second high grade. Yeah, it stopped spinning. I know the batteries are dying on it. Technically, if you call my Barbator's Custom a IBO Gundam, this will be my second high grade and my third IBO. Because I did the Barbator's Lupus full mechanics version, I believe. Still gotta do the rest of my clip. Oh, and the Gurmari. So fourth. So, the Gundam Vidar, I know, I bet you're all just tired looking at his back and the engine on it. There we go. At least if we can turn around forward, we can continue this thing. But like I said, the Gundam Vidar, one of the most interesting of the IBO Gundams. Personally, my favorite still be the Barbatos. I'll get to him eventually. Well, specifically the Barbatos Lupus Rex. The Barbatos line is just my favorite in general, but that's me venting. So, before I get on a completely meaningless tirade, let's get into the review. And we talk about this very awesome looking Gundam. So, this is the Gundam Vidar with everything that comes in box. His rapier, the sticker sheet, both of his guns, because, and his rifle. I was about to say beam rifle, but only a few of the mobile suits have beam rifles, and I think is the Hashmal, the giant thing that they eventually tear apart for parts to make the Barbatos Lupus Rex has a beam weapon. So, yeah. What I find interesting in the entire IBO, I rarely see any of them with a shield. It's just like one of those things that aren't common enough in the IBO world. So, yeah. Here's the massive sticker sheet. Not massive, but huge. It's not that big, but it's big enough that it's like, the color inaccuracy bothers me. But honestly, even if you don't fully color it with the stickers, it's not that awful. Because I just use the ones for the eyes, the little red parts here, the pieces on the verniers, on the sides that hold the spare explosive tips for his rapiers. On the backpack, the two white pieces on the backpack for both sides. Not yet. I'll go into the issues in a second. Do not rush me, Gundam. Yeah, okay. And that's about it. And of course, the eyes and the cameras. Oh, and the ones on two on each hand. And I think that's about it. So, clearly the backpack wants me to start on the flaws. Yeah. This is not the tightest. It can pop off if you're not careful, so be cautious. Oh, and there's another sticker. That big red one. Right in the middle. That being said, let's go back to the flaws. The verniers on the back, these guys are pretty loose, so they can pop off if you're not careful. I love it when things literally prove my point for me. So you may want to glue these, just to be safe. Or if you're just building it and throwing it on a shelf and never looking at it again, you have a higher chance of it not going sideways on you. The waist does have droopage, but they say they do, and I've seen a lot of people complain about that for the high-grade IBO kits. But honestly, I haven't actually experienced it personally. So take it with a grain of salt. They may be accurate, and it'd be like, yeah, they fall over time. But from what I tell, the only issue I had was with the Barbatos Lupus Rex, and that's because he was back heavy. All the others seem perfectly fine and able to stand on their own weight. But hey, like I said, that's just a personal thing. I could be wrong. But, yeah. And of course, another technical inaccuracy is the front skirts, because the guns cannot attach to it, so they are separate pieces. So, would be great if you could just attach them at the front skirting, but you can't, so make sure you have like a little baggie or something to keep all the pieces in. Also, this is a bit back heavy, so you have to be cautious or try to tilt him forward more to compensate so it can stand on its own weight, because if you go too far back, that was just me moving the foot forward a little bit and it falls backwards. Like I said, be careful, it can get back heavy. You stay off now. I'm not dealing with you anymore. See me in the next episode. Maybe I'll deal with you. But I'm not dealing with you anymore today. But yeah. So, putting in the weapons is kind of simple. You take gun. You put gun in hand. Not that complicated. Say, you don't have to open it and put it in and then close it. It's very simple. It's nothing that great, but it's a lot more convenient, I suppose. Of course, it comes with another set of hands. If you want to have dramatically angled hands. So, it's a ball joint system, so you pop in, you pop out. Nothing too difficult. Which is great. What's that actual hand I was using? There it is. There we go. The extra rapier pieces are not attachable to the blade, unlike in the full mechanics version, which you can they're all individual, so you can use the hilt of the rapier and plug it in and pull out a new one. But in this case, it's not. All you got is this one that you can use for display purposes. The weapons can go in either hand, so that's great, because a lot of high grades do have an issue of only having one gun hand, unless they have the closed fist hands as their standard hands, or the only hands, because if you have a specific hand, you can only go into one specific arm, which I find kind of silly. You should be able to switch either hand. But that's just my opinion, and Bandai should listen to me, because I could fix them up so much more money. A little bit more plastic, bam, two gun fingers, you're good to go. But yes, before I continue my completely meaningless blathering, let's get into the summary about the... Oh, I didn't do the articulation. Thanks, Brain. Alright, let's do the articulation. Also, it does have the foot blade, which is pretty cool. Jeez, Vanir. Stay on the leg before I finish this video. So, yeah. Let's just get into the articulation. No, let's get the weapons out of there first. Sword, gun. Alright. Move the front skirting up a bit. This is as high as the leg goes. Not great. Paralyzed back flap, so yeah, you're not going to get far with that, but that's as high as the leg goes. Fully extended. You can bend the leg. That's as far as the leg bends that I'm comfortable with, because you can hear the creaking from the knee joint. So I'm afraid that will pop off. This is on a hinge joint, but it, back and forth, up and down. Yes, indeed. It's just like they're just trying to prove my point that they are not stable. Yeah. Thank you for proving my point. So this is the arm fully extended upwards. Be careful with the arms. As you can see, you can easily slide them off. Yeah. Pop them back in. Getting them back in is no issue, but it's just kind of annoying. And here's the bend. Not bad, a little bit more than 90 degrees. Get you where you need to be. It goes 360, that's the arm joint as a whole. That's the ab crunch. Not great, I've seen worse. So let's get into the wrap up so we can wrap up this, slowly disintegrating Gundam. So, the Gundam Vidar, overall, not bad. It could be better, if while I was trying to set up for this shot here, this piece fell off, so again, be careful. I hate saying these words. Glue is necessary because or you can tighten up the pieces with, not, the Tamaki glue cement, but like regular house glue. Let it dry and get thicker, and then you can pop the piece on. Or top coat it. You have options, but yeah, you're going to need it to tighten this thing up, because if you don't, it will slowly start falling apart on you if you try to move too much. I mean, it's not as bad as the Astray Master Grade, I breathe on it and it disintegrates. But it's not great. It's not great like the other IBO kits, because they can at least not disintegrate immediately. I picked up this guy at Galactic Toys. So if you want one or want to support the channel, links are down below. We're at 63 subscribers. You guys are awesome. We're closer to my personal goal of just getting to that 100. After that, I am personally ecstatic. I don't aim that high, people. I aim pretty low. But you guys are all amazing. Keep subscribing. Like, comment, and subscribe. Go nuts. I love talking to you guys on the comments. You guys help me out. You give me some useful information. That's awesome. Because I'm not going to pretend to know more than anyone else. I know as much as I know, and that's about it. But all in all, before I go on a tearful tirade about how great you guys are, like I said, if you like the Gundam itself, because honestly, I originally just picked this guy out because I just picked one randomly. But as I built him, I just got to like his design. He looks pretty cool. So if you like him, awesome. I say get it then. But, be prepared. You're going to need glue or something to tighten up the joints, because it will fall apart on you. Just a fair warning. Aside from that, I'm not going to tell you what to do. Have fun. If you want to panel line it, I say go for it. It does have a lot of good panel lining opportunities on it, without having to scribe on it to make more. It's great as is. As you see, it's a straight build. It's still great. So, like I said, go nuts. If you love IBO, you love the Vidar, you love its various incarnations like the Chimera's Vidar, the Chimera's Vidar Troopers, you love all those guys, I say get it. If you don't. Unless you're a completionist. Then you kind of have to if you're a completionist. So like I said, catch you guys in the next episode. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.